Then, so today it looks like me, Scott, and Ty are going to be going to a secret screening over at the Odeon in Brighton. We've been told by Scott that he has it on good authority it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which makes a bit of sense because they've just had their press screening already. It's coming out this Friday, if I'm remembering correctly, so it looks like we're going to be in for that. Hopefully it is that and not some random indie film or, I don't know, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 or 3, whatever the fuck they're on. So looking forward to it. I'll report back when I see it.
Was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
So that was a movie.
It wasn't.
Okay, so what happened was our friend, our good friend and punching bag.
You know who you are, Scott.
Yeah, he told us that there was a secret screening going on at the Odeon. He had it on good authority.
He had constructed a conspiracy wall. This was his good authority.
Yeah, his good authority that it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because Guardians of the Galaxy has already had its press screening. It's coming out on Friday, and his assumption was, maybe it's a clever little thing where if you pay for it and you go in blind, you get to see it early. I, for some reason, agreed to this logic.
You, for some reason, believed him.
I, for some reason, believed him. It's like, all right, Scott, I believe you.
That silver-tongued devil.
I'm along for the ride. And then we get into the cinema, we watch all the trailers, and then we're waiting with bated breath because we're not sure what it's going to be. And then it comes up on the screen, Mindhorn. Rated 15.
Yeah.
And then the main character comes on screen saying, "You've just booked to see a film without knowing what it is. Some would say that's pretty silly of you."
You just got roasted.
And then just walks off screen.
Love it.
And then then the movie proceeds to happen. And the funny thing was just every bad joke or just quiet moment, I'm turning to Scott like I'm gonna fucking murder him. So it made it way funnier. like even the worst parts of this movie is just really hilarious because of the situation we were in.
Was that film constructed entirely for this kind of situation?
I feel yes.
So waiting for a hotly anticipated film.
Yeah.
And then bring it out a week.
Well, this is where
early.
the logic makes more sense because the way I said it was okay, it's either going to be a big film that's a surprise and a nice thing for people to go in,
or Paul Blart Mall Cop 3.
or a film that no one would go to see, basically. And looking back on it, it makes way more sense to screen in an independent film that no one would usually go to see because Guardians of the Galaxy, people are gonna go watch that.
Yeah.
They didn't need a secret screening. It's cool for fans, but they wouldn't make any more money off of it. And with those, Marvel takes a big enough cut, so they gotta be charging full price anytime they screen that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know the plot of Mindhorn?
I watched the trailer. It's he plays some detective called Memehorn in the 80s. And then some criminal obsessed with him shows up and they need him to be a
basically it's what you would get if you made BoJack Horseman live action and set it on the Isle of Man.
I was getting a BoJack Horseman.
It's very BoJack Horseman because he was in an 80s TV show that was very popular, then went off to Hollywood because he thought he was suddenly top shit, and then he comes back 20 years later, his career's in shambles, and he has to go around to the people who are all way more famous than him now.
You'll never guess who's here. BoJack Horseman. He got a little fatter, but it's definitely him.
You are exactly where you need to be.
Look at him now. What is this?
Well, that's called living the high life.
Yeah, too many biscuits.
And try to be friends with them, and there's this whole thing, this subplot where there's a murderer on the loose who thinks that Mindhorn was a real thing, not just a show, so he has to pretend to be the character to prevent this murder.
Yeah.
It gets a bit too focused on the murder aspect, which is real shit later on. It's just the reason for everything going on, that it's not an interesting reveal at the end at all. The real interesting stuff emotionally is him reconnecting with everyone and but like I said, every bit that was bad, it was way funnier because I'm measuring Scott up for his grave.
Scott, how tall you want your coffin?
And
Do you want it extra cramped?
No, and he was looking at me knowing just what the fuck he had just done.
He knows what he did.
So it was an actually really fun experience.
It was a fun movie experience, but you'd never get it on DVD or something.
Absolutely fucking not. I mean, there's some good jokes in there, but it's... one thing I thought about it was it would work a lot better as an animated show, because that's something I've said about, like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where it's just, like, they are such awful people, and there's such horrendous physical comedy where it's, like, they are, like, you should be in prison, that's not even funny kind of punching. But it's like, in animation, that would be super funny. Like, that kind of thing. Or it would have worked better as a series, because it felt very episodic. Like, some stuff just happens, and then it finishes, and then cut, and then next scene, it's very choppy. It's very clearly an independent British film, and I feel like I should be supporting that, but then I watched it, and I don't feel I should be supporting that.
You feel they should be giving you money?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Give me money for surgery to get over...
Yeah.
To get over this film.
Yeah, but like I said, fun time, and we'll be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy for real probably this weekend at some point. So that'll make up for it. Yeah. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. We'll probably have that as a review for the next episode.